to you agents out there that do not work on Saturdays or Sundays or Tuesdays or whatever, those people are calling me.
Yep.
Because when I am not working, those days are outsourced. I am not saying I'm off on this day and you can't call anybody and you can't talk to anybody. I'm just saying you may not be able to reach me. But you agents that are out there thinking that you're going to scale your business and reach a certain goal without putting in the work in the beginning, you are out of your mind.
Yeah.
Hi, guys. So this is your official welcome to the Selling Houston podcast. I am your host, Courtney Okanlamo, broker owner of Collective Realty Co. And I have my lovely first guest here. He happens to be my cousin. Ladies, back off. He is single.
Very.
You know, I have to.
Very.
He is single. However, I'm very protective, so I have to give that fair warning. But this is Tristen Burrows. He is not only my cousin, but he is shooting Houston while we're selling Houston. And we love all of the work that he's doing for the firm, for the agents. And welcome. Welcome to Houston. Welcome to Chicago, or leaving Chicago, rather.
Right.
Tell me a little bit about how you feel since you've been here. It's been a while.
Yeah, so today is actually the day I signed my lease.
Oh my God. Who'd you sign your lease with?
Collective Realty, of
Oh,
course.
okay.
Of course, you know. And it's been a journey. This year has been different and a lot of adjusting.
Yeah. I think that's relocation, though, right? Would you agree?
Yeah, definitely.
I think that, me having relocated here, too, which is why I think that I'm so good at assisting clients that are relocating here, because I did it myself. The readjustment is real.
Yeah.
But the reward is, like, priceless. I'm sure you would agree.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
What kind of things have you seen change?
Within myself?
Yeah.
Or?
Well, just in general. Like yourself, your lifestyle now. You know, we come from that snow.
Yeah, perspective.
Oh.
Perspective has changed a lot. Definitely being in Houston is the opportunities Houston feeds you are definitely different from Chicago. And not to trash on Chicago.
Too. I'm just kidding. We love Chi-Town.
Yeah, no, that's what made us.
But I could never.
Oh, I would never move back.
You can't even let me finish. Yeah.
Sorry.
That's because you saying the same thing. It's crazy, though.
For real,
it's crazy.
For real.
So we'll get into Tristen's story a little bit more. I do love working with family. A lot of my family is working with me to sell Houston as well. So let's just kind of jump into the birth of Collective Realty Co.
Yeah.
I've been a licensed agent here for 5 years before I went and got my broker's license. And, my family was instrumental in, just kind of making sure that all of the T's were crossed and the I's dotted, so that we could just kind of take right off as soon as I passed. So, I did pass the exam first try, and then everything just went absolutely nuts.
What year did it start? What year?
We started the firm officially in January of 2022. But I got my broker's license in December of 2021.
Okay.
So it launched officially in January. So we're just 13 months in, and just killing it, honestly.
Yeah, killing it.
We started off with 2 agents. We're up to 22 or 23 now. And we are just loving every minute of it.
Yeah, definitely.
So that's where we're at. As far as the podcast is concerned, though, for me, it was really important to connect with new agents because I get so many inquiries. I get more inquiries from new agents than I do from clients. Clients obviously come second on that, that wavelength that I'm measuring. But as far as Instagram is concerned, social media, just my phone ringing, I am getting so much feedback and questions from other real estate agents. So to be honest with you, the podcast was really birthed out of that. Just people wanting and needing this information because over the last few years, COVID has just exploded the real estate market. Not so much in a great way either.
Right.
You've got agents that are just seeing this quick dollar and trying to figure out how they get in on the pot when in reality, it's so much more than that. So I would say that agents were, the catalyst of me creating this podcast so that I could get information out there on a larger scale. And quite frankly, there's just not enough hours in the day for you guys to pick my brain. Like, that's gotta die. Please let that die off. You guys cannot pick my brain anymore, but you can listen to the Selling Houston podcast for gems. What do you think about that, Tristen?
Yeah,
what does my brand manager think about that?
I mean, I felt like this podcast was important just because this is a different brokerage. That's how y'all put it? Yeah, this is a different brokerage.
Okay, let me correct that. We're a boutique brokerage.
My bad.
Servicing the highest level of clientele at every price point.
And so with me not even knowing that much about real estate and the ins and outs of it, just from working with the agents and from what they tell me from where they came from, Collective offers a lot more than a lot of brokerages out here. Yep.
Yeah. So Tristen does not have his real estate license yet. That's why he's tripping over that word. But we all trip. But no, you're absolutely right. And one of my other agents broke it down for me too, which I thought was really interesting. She, a lot of firms are going to have monthly fees, right? And they're extremely important. They're not always just desk fees because there's so many different things that are included in this monthly fee. And she put it in perspective for herself. The monthly fee is X amount of dollars. And at minimum, I am just paying for a social media package at minimum, because as the broker and owner of the firm, I really built the brokerage and its benefits and offerings off of, lots of value and lots of resources. And one of those resources is that Tristen here runs around town collecting very, very top tier footage of properties in the city so that we can then repurpose it and use it in our marketing and in our content. And if nothing else, that fee alone covers that. You're not running around. You're not buying this upgraded equipment to take the quality content and videos. So when she said that, I'm like, maybe I need to increase this fee. I'm just kidding. I'm not gonna do that. Look at somebody in the back. I have audience. We do live in studio audiences, and one of my agents is looking at me real crazy right now. So I'm just joking, but that really did put a lot into perspective. I spare and have spared no expense as it relates to this office and how it runs and the staff that we have on payroll. So I expect the most out of them as a result. But I think it's really cool that we offer those types of things, and that does set us apart without question.
Yeah, definitely.
Because it's the agent's responsibility.
Yeah. No, for sure. And content is king.
It's what?
King.
Content is queen, baby.
Oh, I mean, women
queen.
Can be kings too.
Really?
Hey.
Okay, that's another topic for another day.
Yeah, you're right.
Listen, as a woman of owning multiple businesses and being a boss, that's what they say. I really hate that word, honestly.
Say that. Pop it.
But I like to be a girl. Like, I'm not trying to be no king. I want to be a queen. I'm the queen of my castle.
I feel you.
I got 3 boys. I got a husband, and I'm the queen.
And you're raising kings.
I'm raising kings. Kings. I'm not trying to be no king.
Built from a king.
Yeah.
And a queen.
Period.
You feel
Period.
Me? Pop it.
So let's get into a little bit more about what you do for the firm. I kind of said it. I talked about the value that you add to our firm and to our agents. But when you are behind the lens, what are you trying to capture? Because you have evolved.
Yeah, it's been
evolved.
It's been a long time coming since the very first video. I remember
we should roll that back. We'll have them edit that into this. They need to
I
roll
remember
that
the very first video.
Really? How did you fuck up?
It was slow. It was
it was dragging.
It was dragging. It was an inspection video though. It was when we did.
Oh yeah, okay.
That was the very first video I did.
That was the first video?
That was the first video I did.
Huh.
Yeah, so it was cool for the most part for a beginner. Mm-hmm. But you know, just even how I got here was because of my eye. Because I have a good eye. Yeah. Aesthetically, I don't like to say it myself, but this is what I've heard.
Okay, you know? That's the feedback.
Yeah, that's the feedback. Okay. So I'm just really into aesthetically pleasing things. I
Tristen,
feel like first impression.
Watch your words. Watch your words. I told them you were single in the beginning. Okay, continue.
I feel like you making me laugh.
Oh my God, I feel like first not gonna go over well.
First impressions are everything, you know, and when I always think about the customer and what they want to see, the client, what they want to see. When I first came to Collective, I felt like it was just a lack of what different audiences get to see, even though you do it.
Yeah, or want to see.
Yeah, right? Or want to see. Even though you do it all,
yeah,
they didn't see it all.
That is a big thing, if I can pivot from that.
Go ahead.
So, not to, toot my own horn, but I feel like I've been doing this long enough and I have enough, volume, hundreds of units sold, 35 plus million sold to date in my career. But I see so many agents that are doing just as well, or if not better, but they also have this part that you're talking about down. And for so long, I was a solo one-man show. And quite frankly, I really didn't care about proving it to the world as long as my bank account was straight.
Yeah,
and I had the things that I wanted and needed, and I was servicing my clients at a high level. That's what mattered most to me. Until I realized that doing things like this and doing things like what you just described takes me to the next level in terms of more business, more money, more clientele. So I can't say that I'm so happy to be doing all this extra stuff to show people what it is that I'm doing. I'm not happy to do it, but it's necessary. So if there are new agents out there that, feel as though they want to just continue to be in the background and not really put themselves in the forefront and show people what they're doing. Unfortunately, we're in a show and tell mindset right now in the world and in this generation. And if you're not doing that, you're likely not going to scale your business. Yeah. So that's what it was for me. When you brought that into us, I felt like it was time for me to use that to scale the business. So I agree. So one of the other real interesting questions that I get a lot, whether it's from agents or even clients that are just like fascinated with what we do here, it is, how are you doing it all? Like that is like the big question that I think is just so funny, because we aren't doing it all, guys. We're not.
Nah.
We're not doing it all.
Nah.
Like, we're not doing it all.
Nah, we're not
right?
doing it
So,
all.
like, every day there's a to-do list, and whatever doesn't get done on that list, tomorrow it has to roll over to that list. So the answer to this big burning question for all of you is that I'm not doing it all. I have a lot of help. I have a lot of, smarts enough to figure it out when it doesn't get done one day and then it has to get done the next day. So for me, that's the answer to that question. I also feel like the ups of it obviously compensates for, all the difficult times that, that we challenge or that we get faced with. But the biggest takeaway for me is that every single day, whatever has to get done will get done. And then the things that aren't prioritized in that certain level, they get rolled over to either someone else or to another day.
Exactly.
And I just feel like we need to embrace that as a culture.
Yeah, no, most definitely.
Yeah, especially women, because we feel like we got to do everything. And honestly, we kind of do. But it's about prioritizing those tasks and figuring out who deserves your attention for that day, you know, and in that period of time.
Prioritizing, and for staff or anybody you have around you, your team, communication.
Yeah.
You know, because I know
that's tough too.
You know, and I know when I feel like I get bombarded, if I'm feeling like I'm getting bombarded one week, I'm going to ask, like, all right, what you want done first?
Yeah, right.
You know, like, let me see, let's check the list.
Right.
And let's prioritize 1 through 10.
Yeah.
You know, so
so
communication is key.
Yeah, that's always key, right? Like, it doesn't matter what business industry, it doesn't matter who you're dealing with. It could be in your personal life. Communication is just always going to be the most important. However, I also feel like when you're juggling it all and trying to figure out it all, you tend to forget that if you're not prioritizing these things and you're not consistently doing the work, that you're just never going to get it right anyway.
Yeah.
So for me in business, as long as every single day I'm doing, you know, what I need to do to keep the business afloat and to service my clients and my agents and my staff, that's really all that matters for the day.
Same.
You know?
Yep.
So we just try to figure it out. And I was in a seminar the other day where I was speaking, and they were talking about vision boards and, you know, all this stuff that they wrote down and their goals. And for me, I know that I'm gonna get a lot of slack for this, or flack, or whatever it's called, but I am not writing all that stuff down. I am not,
me either.
You know, I have goals, don't get me wrong, and I write those down and I keep up with them, but I am just trying to be better than last year. That's it. Yeah. That's my goal every year.
Yeah.
And then I strategize ways to do that.
Yeah.
It's really not rocket science. It's not some vision board that I, you know, stayed up for 12 hours on New Year's Eve putting together. Like, I've seen some really interesting things, and that may work for those people. But for me, I am focused on planting the seeds and just making sure that I'm doing the work daily. Definitely. And if that happens, I feel like from there, everything just works out.
Yeah, most definitely. Same. Like, I might write a couple affirmations down, stick them on my mirror, but I'm trying to be better than the next day.
Yeah,
the previous day.
Right.
Next day, you know? So, man, I didn't get that done yesterday. Let me see what I could do different at the end of my night.
Right, to get it done.
To get it done the next day.
Yeah.
You know,
So how do you juggle, because I know that with you doing such great work for the firm, I know that you're a contractor, and I know that this is something that you want to do on a large scale.
Yes.
How do you think those, because you know what they say, different levels, different devils.
Oh, yeah, most definitely.
So what you doing when
and
those
I'm definitely,
devils come?
And the time is near, it's here.
Yeah.
And really, it's time management.
Yep.
You know, for me. You know, everybody has their strengths and weaknesses, but I feel like even in doing this, it's not enough time in a day, but you have to make it enough time in a day.
Yeah.
Like,
everybody gets the same 24 hours.
Same 24 hours. There's no excuse. But this is actually my first year actually running this as a business. So I'm still in a learning process.
Right.
But with that being said, I can, again, it's like, what happened today that I didn't get this done? I think about that, reassess, try again tomorrow.
Right. Try again tomorrow.
Yeah, that's it.
That is really what it is. That's really what it is at the end of the day.
Try again tomorrow.
Right.
And then once you do that, it's consistency.
Right.
Consistency is the only motivation.
Yeah.
So once you start seeing yourself get better and do better, you want to be better.
Right.
And it keeps you going.
Oh, my gosh. This your podcast?
You know,
public housing. What's your hat say? Tell the people.
Oh, public housing.
What's up with this hat?
Inner cities everywhere. We support all type of housing here, right?
Okay. Yeah, we sure do.
So, yeah, this is a hat from probably one of my favorite brands. My favorite brand in Chicago. Let's say that.
What's this brand?
Fashion Geek. Let me get it right. By my man Zoe. What up, Zoe?
What up, Zoe?
He been doing this for a long time in Chicago.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pay a little homage to. He's probably is one of the forefathers of style and aesthetics in Chicago.
Wow.
Low key about his, but
very low key.
You can date it back. He's been doing it for a long time. So yeah, definitely. So
where has he ever told you how this hat was inspired, right? Is that the word?
Not exactly, but coming from where we come from, you know.
Wow.
I'm a Chicago native, South Side. Beginning of my life was mostly in the burbs, but then about second grade, I moved to the city. Project buildings everywhere, public housing everywhere. And it was a different time. So I feel like it comes from that. I kind of know where he's from too as well. So I feel like it's inspired by that.
Okay, nice.
You know?
Well, I think that that's kind of a good segue just into what the firm strives to be and how we navigate transactions and clients. And we service all price points. I know I said that previously too. But most importantly, we're passionate about servicing anybody that thinks that I'm worthy of, their business. So, not to say that you're not going to do it my way when we get together and we, figure out this thing. But we are very passionate about making sure that they're happy, that we get them to the finish line. We are the expert. We do expect you to trust us to guide you. So if you call an agent with our firm or you contact me, just be prepared to, be told how this works. And if they want to be successful at it, how we get them to that finish line. But the biggest thing that I want everybody to understand and hear is that you matter. Every single person that calls, people will tell you all the time, I answer that phone. Like if I don't do anything else, I answer that phone and I listen to who's on the other end. And we may not stay on the phone as long if I find out you not what you claim to be when you call me. Right. But we take those steps to actually hear you out, hear what it is that you need, and make sure that we're accessible, because I've heard a lot of crazy stories. Agents not answering their phone and, agents not being responsive.
Yeah, part-time agents.
So let me talk about this. So one of my, Kiana Watson gets way too much pub from my mouth, man. But I love her. I love you, Kiana Watson. But she said something the other day that I had just said in a seminar myself, and that is, to you agents out there that do not work on Saturdays or Sundays or Tuesdays or whatever, those people are calling me.
Yep.
Because when I am not working, those days are outsourced. I am not saying I'm off on this day and you can't call anybody and you can't talk to anybody. I'm just saying you may not be able to reach me, because those days are outsourced to staff, to answering services that can do what I need them to do until I'm back in the office. But you agents that are out there thinking that you're going to scale your business and reach a certain goal without putting in the work in the beginning, you are out of your minds.
Yeah, no, this is 24
hours,
it's a
24/7. Walmart, if his wife is in labor tomorrow, right? And Walmart ain't closed.
It ain't closed.
They not closed.
Not closing.
They not closed. So I hate when I hear that people are taking this business for granted and not realizing that what you won't do, another agent can and will. But it's not about working yourself to death. It's just about having the proper systems and processes in place from the very beginning so that you understand how this business works. And if this isn't the business for you, then step out respectfully.
Yeah, respectfully.
That's it. So we are going to play a game. I really don't like games, but we're going to play it anyway because I was told I had to. And it's called...
Why you hate games? What's up with that?
Why do I hate games? First of all, there's plenty of songs that say I ain't playing games, so I don't understand why you'd be surprised about that. But I'm a businesswoman. I want to do business. That's all I really care about. that, my kids, you know, my man.
Oh
That's like
God.
going on. Have you heard that?
I've
You
heard
been hearing
it.
that? That shit is so funny. my man. I just don't like games. I just don't. I just never
No kind of
have.
games.
If I'm going out, I just want to people watch. I just don't like games. I'm just not with the games.
Don't play with me.
Don't play with it. Don't play with it. Don't play with it.
Hey.
Okay, so this game is called Beef for Real. I love saying it though. I have to say I love saying it.
Put a dramatic dun-dun-dun on the damn.
I love saying that name. I have a potty mouth too. So the game is we're going to ask each other questions. If you answer the questions truthfully, then it's cool. We'll move on. But if I think you're trying to play me, if I think you're trying to be PC, if I think you playing, I'm going to call you out. I'm going to make you take a shot, and then I'm going to make you answer that the right way. Because we don't play over here. So I'm going to ask you the first question. Oh, my God. See, I could have just kind of flipped around and
Please.
No, you got to answer this. Oh, my gosh.
Yo.
Or should I? No, we doing this. We doing it. If you had 24 hours left to live, who would you be with in 23 hours?
Wow.
And I know it ain't your mama. So
the last hour? Or
who would you be with in 23
hours?
I guess 423 in 23. What you doing? It says in
23 hours. So I have 23 hours to be with one person.
Yes.
Whoa.
And I know it ain't your mama, so don't even do that. And it could be a celebrity.
Whoa.
Who would it be? Let the ladies know what you like. Who is it?
23 hours? Wow.
That's a crazy question.
That's a crazy question. I know, right? Who comes to mind? I have to say a person.
Don't say nobody we know now.
I have to say a person's name. Like, it has to be a person.
It says who. It don't say what.
What type of person?
It says
who. All
right.
And who would I be in 23 hours?
Bro, you heard the question.
I would be with this woman named Lauren Piscata.
Who is that? Is she on Instagram?
Yeah, she is.
Look, everybody in the room looking her up. What can you spell it?
Lauren, spelled Lauren, Lauren. Piscata spelled, I think, Pisss.
P-I, huh?
Cota.
Okay. Is she Italian? Is she Italian?
So I don't know exact. She might be Italian, but I know her story is
So that's what I was.
Crazy.
So here's the thing, ladies. One thing about Tristen is, the look is the look. But I knew that it wasn't just the look that made you say that.
No.
And with Instagram, it is just so easy. Like, I swear, people are always like, you can't tell my life from my Instagram. Yes, we can, baby. And you are bored or you're busy. And we can tell which one you are based on what you posted on your Instagram.
Yeah.
So you are probably watching her Instagram, seeing her life, how she lives her life.
Exactly.
Of course, it's what she wants you to see, but at the end of the day, it's what is posted there.
Yeah.
So there's always some truth to it, but I feel like I knew that you would pick somebody that is just more than looks.
Yeah, so basically,
she work out every day, don't she?
She's definitely a fitness influencer, but she doesn't show anything about fitness on her page.
So how you know that she is? You
have to look her up. That's what attracted me to her.
So what's on her page?
Her page is so bland. It's not a lot going on. She doesn't say what she does.
Really?
Nothing.
No profile?
No promo.
Wow,
no
she got promo today.
But if you Google her, the accolades will come up. They will show up.
Is she Italian? Because the name is
kind of Italian.
Is she married? I hope she's not married. Okay. Good guy. You're such a good guy.
Yeah, no, I don't do married women.
Did you hear that? What'd you say?
I don't do married women.
Oh, that's a good trait.
Yeah,
All right, I'm gonna give you that because you took too damn long to answer.
Yeah, no, I had to think about it.
So you was thinking about that.
Yeah, nah, she one of them. Let me see. My turn. It's my turn.
It's your turn. How many questions we doing? Fair enough. Go easy on me, Tristen, now.
Not too much.
These are really scary. I'm like having a, oh my God. Okay, I know what I'm doing for you. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, nah.
But I feel like we got through the episode really nicely. Waiting.
What do you wish you knew?
Damn. I know. This is the answer. I'm sure you saw it in my eyes, didn't you? I wish I knew when I am going to make this happen. When it's going to pop. When it's going to
What does that look like for you?
It looks like me wanting for nothing. It looks like me, building my house from the ground up with my family and my kids. And it looks like, once I get my businesses settled and where I want them to be, a lot of people jump the gun and, run and do things real quick because they feel like they need to. And I am the one that's been in the background planting these seeds and doing the work and, serving people and passionately serving people.
Right.
And I want to know when this shit is going to pop off for me. Because y'all think it's popped off and it hasn't yet. Okay, so my second question, and I think this is a good one.
I wish I had that.
It's very simple. You saw it already?
No, I wish I had that stack. Your stack seems better than my stack. I don't like my stack.
I keep a stack, baby. So, what do you fight for? I'm trying to do matchmaker today because these questions.
What do I fight for?
What do you fight for? Besides me, I love you, Tristen.
Oh yeah, definitely my family.
What do you fight for?
Can we?
No, we can't. This is the question. This is the question. This is the question.
No, I get it. Okay, what do I fight for?
What do you fight for? You said your family. You want to expand on that? I think that's a little PC.
Yeah.
Oh. If Tara said take a shot, take that damn shot. So I'm going to give him another question. I still got to answer the question? No, I'm going to give you another one. Take the shot, though. All he has to do is think about the last time. Did I get two questions or one? I did get, so I got another one. Oh, my God.
I fought to stay in Houston.
It says, what do you fight for?
What do I fight for?
You're not still fighting, right?
I'm not still fighting, but
you feel grounded.
Yeah, I'm fighting for what I want. Like I'm fighting for, I'm fighting to be the best at what I'm doing.
Period.
As far as managing brands, as far as marketing, as far as crafting my eye, getting better at what I do. I mean, I want to be the best at what I do. I don't want to be, just another person doing it.
Yeah.
So like I use my resources. The people that I know that's already doing it, they gravitate toward me.
Yeah.
And I outsource, if I got a question, if it's things that I don't have, that they have, that I think I need, that can better me, so I'm fighting every day, honestly.
Every day, B.
Every day.
B.
You gotta eat.
B. You don't even know where that's from?
Yeah, pay it forward.
Okay, I'm like, get with it. What's up?
I still gotta take my shot too.
Look, he want that shot. We taking this shot. But what's my question? So we can get this shit over with. I don't like games.
Oops, don't like games. Edit that. I'm gonna just give you this one.
No, don't. I need a good one too. What do you mean? I'm just.
Nah, because I want to elaborate. I'm gonna have something to say.
Oh my God.
Because I know what
you know my
say.
answer.
Yeah.
Well, then that means I'm not being for real.
No, you
just try. Okay, just close your eyes and pick one.
Close my eyes.
They not closed. Why is he up there cheating? How you gonna cheat in this game? That's not even possible.
What object would you say if your house was on fire?
Oh my God. This is not fair. You know what? I got good insurance. So honestly,
You gotta save an object.
You said object, so it's obviously not my kids or my man.
No,
my man, my man. It's not that.
No. But it has what object?
See, this is partly why.
Talking about I got insurance.
I have good insurance to replace the things that I want to replace. But guess what? I am not the person that keeps sentimental stuff. I don't have family photos like that. And if I do, I really don't want them. Like everything's digital these days. I got pictures and stuff on my phone. My Chanel. Like, I mean, that's really, I really don't care. I really don't care about anything else in there because it can all be repurchased.
Right.
Quite frankly.
So if the household is in blazes, it's like,
listen, if I take care of my kids, like, that's what it's about. Like, there's nothing in there that I need to really, my Chanel. That's it. Right. My Chanel.
If you saw it, you grabbing it.
That's it. And it's all in one place. So I
feel like that's honest.
Grab and go. I really don't have anything in there. What would you say? I mean, what would you save?
What would I save?
I'm really not pressed for anything in there.
If I had one object, it's probably the picture of me and my mom at y'all house.
Which house?
On Muskegon.
Oh my God. 311 Muskegon. I hate to call the address out, but
me and my mom on the couch. I guess we might have been staying there for a little bit or something.
Yeah.
And
do you have it? Like, we don't have to.
It's framed.
What?
I keep it by my bed. Yep.
I am just not, but you know what? What I like about these questions is it really does make you think about how you even see your life. Because I kid you not, there isn't one, like, besides me having to go get a new passport and a new birth certificate and go through
I didn't
that.
Even think of that.
But that's the only thing that I could even possibly think of because nothing else.
Insurance can't replace that picture for me.
I know that, but I don't have no pictures in there that I just.
Yeah.
That is so interesting.
Yeah.
So what I would encourage you to do.
And it's like the place it's at.
Where?
No, I'm just saying the place the place that you took it. It's just everything. Like.
So I hope you have it digitally too.
I do.
Okay. I do. So, it's nothing takes the place of it physically.
Yeah.
But at least you have the picture digitally. But it really does, it makes me think about just the way that I even think about life or anything in general. Because I'm sure that anybody could have pegged me for just, really liking things and wanting my things. And I'm really a proponent of I can get it all again. I lose it tomorrow. I can get it again.
Right.
Life will proceed on. I can figure it out. So I think that's interesting. I didn't even know that about myself. All right. So glad that game's over. And I thank you.
Thank you.
For being here with me today. I wouldn't be anywhere in the world today.
Nope.
But with you, cheers.
Cheers.
Selling Houston.
Selling Houston.
See, they be cheating with me. They know how to make my shots. I had all type of stuff in here.
I know.
Sorry. Not sorry. So, Tristen, this was a lot of fun. I couldn't imagine doing this with anybody but family. I'm gonna have to get more family on here. I haven't really gotten into who's gonna be on this playlist coming up, but I gotta get more family here. I'm gonna get Tara in here next. She gonna be so mad at me. So, in closing, I just want my audience to know and to be looking forward to learning a lot about real estate. As a new agent, as a buyer, a seller, a tenant, a landlord, we are redefining what realtor means in the Houston area, and Collective Realty Co is the only choice. If you are looking to relocate to Houston or to the Texas area, and we just couldn't be happier to be in a position to get as much quality information out there as possible. We are now coining ourselves as real estate advisors. We're throwing out the agent and we're replacing it with advisor. And this podcast is going to be the definition of that and show our audience that. So I'm very excited about what's to come.
Same.
And while we're selling Houston, you continue to shoot Houston.
Yep.
And I thank you for joining us.
No, thank you.
And we're out.